about that situation.
Well, what happened was the producers, there was a kiss scene at the end. And the interesting thing is that I told her that the end of the movie wasn't working early months before that. And so the end of the movie, they scrapped it because it wasn't working. So she called me and she said, Tom, tell me about that ending that you was telling me about a couple months ago. I told her, she said, come down to New Line with the new director, write that out. I wrote it out. It's a new scene. So at the end, we're supposed to kiss because it's a romantic comedy. But the producers were like, we don't have time to rehearse it. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. You got to rehearse. It's very, you kissing. It's an acting kiss. It's not a kiss.
Right.
And she's a woman. So you got to do what she's comfortable with. So I was like, man, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it until we can rehearse it. So they put me in a little trick. They said, she said it's all good. Just go for it.
Oh,
See,
man. Just to try to speed up.
Even then I was being careful with it. But it was his perception. Or maybe she said to him, hey, he was a little bit whatever. So I didn't really know when he came at me. I didn't know what he was talking about. He's like, yeah, I don't appreciate that, blah, blah, blah. We need to talk.
And so he came in your trailer, right?
I was in his.
Oh, you was in his trailer?
We dated, hung out, with friends. And so he was like, appreciate that, whatever. And I was like, what? Like playing the innocent, because I knew where he was going, from Washington. So finally I said, well, okay, well, let's go talk about it. But you didn't have enough room here. And that's what Jada was like, no. I said, you want to talk about it?
So there was like so that was true. Like there could have been like a physical altercation, but y'all was able to resolve that.
Yeah. And this is all over miscommunication. And I didn't even know until I wrote my book. I went all those years not even knowing what really happened. So when I put it in my book, nothing in here goes in here unless I get the approval of someone else.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I sent them the page with, before it was a book, of course, and said, what do you think of that? They said, go ahead and put it in there. That's the only indication I had that that's what happened, because I didn't know all those years why he did that.
Wow. Well, at least
I had a suspicion though. But me and him are cool.
Right.
We were cool then. We was cool back then. It was just one of them things that maybe if I was on the other side, maybe I'd have reacted like that too.
Well, Jada talk about Will could get hood. I've heard her say that in a few interviews.
He's from Philly.
Right. Hey, a couple more questions. I'm gonna let you go, bro. I appreciate your time, man.
Come on, man. This is beautiful.
Oh, well, good, man. Because what I really be trying to do is ask the questions that I feel like people have always wanted to know and really go deep.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, the problem with some of these interviews, like it's just so surface level. But the nooks and crannies, I be trying to get into nooks.
Why not, man?
So, okay, here's one. When it comes to Joanna Man.
Okay.
Right.
How about that? You bringing it today.
That's what I'm going for. How did that yo, so funny. Got you crazy.
Okay, 3 by 7.
Strike me then.
Yeah.
Yes. I had a filet mignon.
Yeah, filet mignon. How do you like it? That whole experience came out of the director and the producers wanted something funny in the movie. So they showed me the character and said, do what you want to do with it. Whatever you want to do it. We need something funny up in here. So I threw them gold teeth up in there, and Puff Smokey Smoke was born. And then he couldn't say a wrong word. You couldn't say a wrong word, even down to the end of the movie. You couldn't say a wrong word. I guess I'm a man, but I'm a woman. I don't know what's happening. You know.
How did you even come up with that though? Like, was it on the paper?
Why do I genuinely look like a cobra in that picture?
Right. Right.
Don't look like a cobra. No, it was just one of those things where opportunity, met preparation again.
Right.
I'm ready for it. And my man Genuine was in the movie.
Yeah.
The movie who I worked with before.
Kim Wayans
was in the movie. So I'm in my element. So that character fit right into what I just weaved through that thing like it was nothing. As a matter of fact, after the premiere, Keenan walked up to me and said, "Man, you really freaked that thing, boy."
That's high praise coming from him.
Thank you. Yeah. He's my dude.
How do you feel now? Because this always, I'm gonna get your opinion first, and then I'll say because I don't want to sway you. But men wearing dresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that in general? Black men wearing dresses on TV and in films.
If the role was right, I don't know if I'd do it. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I never had to. I've auditioned for something with a dress.
Mm-hmm. What project was that? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Penelope. Forgot her last name. The Spanish chick.
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, it was a big movie.
Okay.
And her the opposite person from her playing across was like a dude, but he was just transformed.
Gotcha. Transformed. Transgender.
Yeah, like whatever they call it.
Right. Right.
So I went in with full makeup and the whole 9 yards and didn't get the part. You know what I mean?
That's kind of the worst, actually.
I'm going home in makeup, Yeah. With the dress on everything.
Now I gotta beat somebody's ass now.
That ain't go too well. You know what I mean? And I'm in my car getting the wrong attention. He was looking at me like, hey, I'm like, whoa, this feels funny.
And where did you get the dress from?
I don't even remember. I think I got it from Chickendale's, skinny as I am. But I was banging though.
Right. I'm sure you met a beautiful woman.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, if the role calls for it and you want to freak it like that, then cool. But it's not something I ideally would want to do.
Right.
Unless it's something that really, really fits in with me as a person. The role itself and what it conveys, the message that it conveys or whatever.
Yeah.
For instance, at a point, the Black grandmother thing, at a point, for me, it has to be the line between that and comedy because she's the best thing we have. So enough already.
Right.
She's the best thing we have. She holds us down spiritually. She pushed shit out of a pig's intestine so that we can grow up big and strong.
Right.
You see, so that's me personally.
Well, hold on. When you say she, you talking about Black women or
your great grandmother and mine?
Gotcha.
They
Absolutely.
are a survival. They gave her trash. She pushed that shit out that damn intestine, made it flavorful so that we can grow up big and strong.
Right.
At a point for me personally, and this is just subjective, my opinion.
Right.
At a point, that becomes a little bit redundant. But it's in the comedy sense, it doesn't really do any damage or whatever, although it does to me. But like I said, like my grandfather said, if everybody was the same, everybody be chasing after your grandmother.
Absolutely.
Like an understanding of who we are and my own understanding of who we are. See?
No, absolutely. I'm the same way. I'm like, does it make sense and is it funny? Because I'm being a comedian,
Right.
if it's something funny,
yeah. And I ain't gonna say I never gonna do it and all
right.
that, but it wouldn't be my choice,
right?
Unless it was something that really, really worked for me.
Yeah. Now I feel you on that. Let's talk to another scene stiller that you did.
Oh, wait.
This is Ace Ventura.
Nice.
Where
you're killing them today. You're killing them today, boy.
Hey man, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Man, when I tell you, two comedy titans going back and forth, you and Jim Carrey in that scene.
Thing of beauty.
How did that come about, man? And how did that character come about? And just explain even just filming that scene.
Yeah, it was one of them things where when it comes down to the business, that was the only movie that I didn't have to audition for.
Wow. That's crazy.
All those movies, all those movies, black movies. It's the only one I didn't have to audition for. And it was because that's my man.
Right.
He knows what I does. I does what I do. We do it well. And he wasn't tripping. He would send me through the hoops to try to get a part. You see? And ironically, he ended up being white. See? I haven't got that from us. That's just what I'm telling you.
No, and you know what? And I'm gonna stop you in the story right there real quick, because I always say that I go through more stuff with black casting directors than I do with the white casting directors. I feel like typically I jump through more hoops or something weird happens in the room. More so, and that's just been my experience in LA. But sometimes it's crazy. I do a whole joke about trying to get into a Kevin Hart party, and it came from reality. Trying to get into a Kevin Hart party.
Tell me.
Yeah, I tried to get into a Kevin Hart party. Security, black dude, kept stopping me. Man, I don't know nothing about you, brother. Man, I don't know who the fuck you is, nigga. It ain't no Kevin Hart party. Motherfuckers, everybody going up to the Kevin Hart party. I'm on the guest list.
And you're going, why are you taking it so personal? Go ahead.
Why are you exactly. A white guy comes out. Oh, no, I know all about you. You're on the guest list. Right up. Come on. The white dude gets me, come right on in. He gets me into yeah, so true shit. Bro, he gets me, come on, right this way.
Right.
Yes, Mr. Hires, here, right here.
I'm not falling for the banana tailpipe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the black dude was the one that was giving me all the hassle, bro. And so it's amazing sometimes how it's your own people that kind of put them roadblocks in the way unnecessarily.
Right. Apparently. It seems like it's us. But it's slavery. So it's that trait that's left in us, where we were separated so violently and forced to survive individual army style. You're in the ship, chained to somebody, they're shitting, vomiting, dying. On this side, the other one's dead. Blood, months. You're down there, put a little spoonful of oatmeal in your hand, and you.
Right.
Because.
In this mind.
Because your total survival depends on individual. So that division that was hard cut, that came from that period, it's still manifesting us.
So true.
Yeah, it's not conscious really. If something happened for 400 years, you ain't kicking that habit for 20. It's just going to take some time.
Absolutely.
But if you realize it and you know that that's the root of it, you see what I'm saying? If you realize that's the root of it, then let the party begin. Yeah, like the 8-year party we had in the White House on the ass.
Right, right, straight up.
Trying to make us forget.
They still find it
Popeyes
chicken sandwiches. They're like, God damn it.
They're trying to make us forget. That's all.
The way they always. So, okay, now back to Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura. How was it, the actual filming of that scene? What was the process?
Oh, amazing, because we had worked together on In Living Color, so it was easy. You know, we went in, talked about it. Then that morning, him and Steve Odekirk, the director, who was the writer for In Living Color,
wow,
they had a little bag. They said, "Can you fit in this bag?" I don't know. We got an idea. They're like rubbing their hands together. I'm like, okay, let me try it. So I said, I can do this for about maybe 5 minutes without breaking my, ass out, you know what I mean, from the inside. So they said, that's all we need, because you need to get on the dude's thing and reveal yourself. And that's all I did. So it worked. So it was easy, but this is when I realized that Jim was becoming a huge star, because I had to get on a plane to go to the next gig or whatever. And they had off camera, the last shot I had was I'm supposed to be burying him with dirt,
Right.
Off camera, they had all these guys with shovels, covering him up, right? It was going too slow. He said, Tommy, got to get out of here, you guys. So he goes, bulldozer. He ordered a bulldozer like he was ordering fries. Bulldozer comes over the hill, or I'm like, damn, dude is blowing up. Gets up, wipes the dirt off, man, have a good one, man. Thanks for doing this. Bam. Bulldozer. Bulldozer.
Where the hell did they get a bulldozer from?
Over the hill. I don't even know. That's what I'm saying.
That was before a bulldozer.
Right. When do you order a bulldozer? Hey, excuse me, bulldozer, please. I'm like, this dude is blowing up.
Did you know while filming In Living Color, his career was gonna have that trajectory? Or that you did?
Yeah, it was part of all of our territory, really. So, he worked so hard. I was the one that could hang with him. See, a lot of people on the show didn't really want to do scenes with him, because he would sometimes take hours, but he was detailed, and I'm your dude. So it's like, if you really look at some of the sketches like Fire Marshal Bill and all those, you'll see me.
Right.
Me with him, because I'm watching him and his moves, and me and him got the same mind. See?
You do. That's why I was so excited. Of course, when you going into watching a movie like that, I didn't know you was going to be in the movie. So, I remember watching at the movie theaters, and I'm like, there go Tommy Davidson, and then, and like you said, to be able to go toe to toe, people at y'all high of level of comedy, to be able to go back and forth. I mean, it's just so rare that you get to see that, for whatever reason. When it comes to movies and films like that, to be able to see two people
exactly
going back and forth, just like you and Martin. You see what I'm saying? Like two in that, man, it's just something special. And I'm sure you're aware of it, but for an audience member to be able to experience that and witness that, it brings so much joy, and it brings so much pleasure to the audience to see people that you have fallen in love with because of their talent doing work like that. Absolutely. Who do you feel like was the funniest cast member on In Living Color besides you?
Jim?
Yeah.
They all were funny in their own way. Jamie,
right.
off the hook, man. David, I couldn't really isolate one or the other because it's like, that's like choose your favorite child out of your children.
Right. Right.
Hey, which one are your favorite? You know what I mean? It's they all were funny in their own different way. The funny meter was up here, not here. The bar was up here,
Mm-hmm.
all above the bar, above the rim, So they were all funny in their different ways. Like David was funny on the page. David could pull something off the page, read it, turn it into something funny. Jim could take an idea and physicalize it and express it in that way. Jamie was just kind of a gut, funny country dude. You know what I mean? Really, you know what I mean? So everybody had their own synthesis that led to the funny.
Have you been watching Jim Carrey on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you've been playing Joe Biden.
Killed it.
Killed it.
Killed it.
I think it's important, anytime you show up in something and somebody like a Jim Carrey show up, it's always good to remind. I don't think anyone forgets, but I'd be happy when y'all do something because it reminds people how funny you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I want to because Black Dynamite.
Nice. Boy, you bringing it today. Oh, Lord. You bring it.
Hey, Black Dynamite, I feel, is probably for the ones that know, they know. For the ones that know, they know. Pull up the other one with the curls in his hair.
Are you talking about cream corn?
Cream corn, right?
Cream corn. I'm running things. Bitch, do you see us?
For the ones that know,
switch fried.
Hey, for the ones that know, they know it is without question one of the funniest movies ever.
Yeah. Get to it. There you
ever.
Go. Get to it. Yeah, it's really good.
For anyone that don't know, I'm gonna recommend it because I'm sure there's a large amount of people that may not know of this movie.
Or the cartoon.
Huh?
Or the cartoon.
Or the cartoon.
Cartoon is dope.
Cartoon incredible. I actually know one of the producers. Damn, I can't think of his name right now. God damn, I can't think. Carl, right? Carlton? Carl? Yeah.
Jones.
Carl Jones, absolutely. I need to have him on, matter of fact.
It's bad. I'm running things.
So how did this come about, man? And I'm surprised. Now, did you have to audition for this too, or was this an offer?
No, you know what? I'm wrong because I didn't have to audition for this too.
Okay. I was about to say, if they made you audition for this, I'm like, come on, now they should know.
Those are the two. Well, Michael is a good friend. Michael had gone to meet to New York. I took a whole cast with me to do my movie from the In Living Color, the Sweet Tooth Jones movie.
Right.
So he went with me to New York, along with Elise Neal, Carmen Electra, Kid from Kid and Play, Godfrey, and I flew them all in Tower Air to try to get this movie done. And so they passed on the movie and went and did Scary Movie instead.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Carmen Electra with them too. So that was the genesis of that. So me and Mike became really good friends. So when Mike was constructing a movie, he called me and said, "Man, you want to do this?" I said, "Yeah, man. Are you kidding me?" So he shot it first on this cheap little camera. We were just running and doing.
And when you say Mike, you talk about Michael Jai White.
White, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, that's all good.
Shooting on his own camera. I remember there was like a little length between the roof. It was like 10 floors down. And I said, "I can make it, Mike." He said, "It's not that serious, Tom." So
Black Tom Cruise you are. He's like, "I do my own stunts."
He said, "Nah, but I can do it though. I can do it." He said, "It's not that serious, bro." You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't risk your life. We can't lose Tommy Davidson.
Right? That's how crazy it is when it comes to doing this. I can make that, man, easily, man. Michael, go ahead, call the shot. He says, it's not that serious, man. You know?
That's hilarious. I'll tell you a fun fact. My daughter's name is Jai because of Michael Jai White's middle name. I always thought that was a cool name. So that's my daughter's middle name.
How many kids?
Just one. Just one.
For you, man.
How many? You have two?
I have 6.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You've been putting in work for years.
Beautiful. Beautiful human beings, boy.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, beautiful human beings.
I always say my daughter is my greatest accomplishment.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm my mom's, you know, and my kids are mine. Yeah.
Wow.
And I always had a lot of kids.
Sway, 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 sway.